Hi, in this video I'm going to introduce you to a very interesting observation about lust. When lust is present in us, it sort of projects a pleasure, and feeling that pleasure, we are more and more caught by lust and driven into lust. However, there's one very special, particular characteristic about that pleasure that lust promises us or projects in us. And that special characteristic is that it's a pleasure, but a pleasure without consequence. When we have lust in us, we can imagine, we can envisage, we can see, we can feel the pleasure, but only the pleasure. We don't at the same time see, feel or perceive the consequence of getting that pleasure. So there's a great truth, I think, that always after pleasure, especially if the pleasure is of a large degree, there's pain. Always, the two seem to come together, pleasure and pain, pain and pleasure. Sometimes it seems you cannot have one without the other. But anyhow, getting back to the point, I just wanted to say that whenever we feel lust, we anticipate the pleasure, but we do not anticipate, perceive, or even think about, or even consider the consequence. So in that way, lust is very one-sided. It's missing one side of reality. And actually, the consequence is the bigger side of reality, because the pleasure is short-lived, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, but the consequences can last us or be with us in our life for years. So I just wanted in this video to alert you, to bring your awareness to that interesting observation or interesting truth about lust. So if we are intelligent, smart, we can use that observation or that truth to help us to overcome and counteract lust. So every time we feel lustful, we feel that special hypnotic grip that lust has on us, and that hypnotic grip is essentially the pleasure that it projects, that enticing pleasure, that we'll feel comfortable, amused, entertained, fascinated, interested, enjoy. We're going to enjoy it a lot. But all of that, okay, maybe true, maybe so, but what about the consequence? If we can bring to our mind and to our emotion the consequence of that pleasure, bring that into the same moment as we're feeling the projection of pleasure that lust is trying to promise us, then the panorama within us changes. We get to see the reality of what's going on. And then, well, we can choose then we can choose. But before, without seeing the consequence, we don't choose. We're just driven into lust, and that's it. Lust does what it wants with us. But when we can see the consequence, then it's up to our own conscience or consciousness to choose. Yes, I'll go with lust, I'll go down that path. And because I'm going down that path voluntarily, consciously, I'm going to have to accept the consequence. Do I want to accept those consequences? Or, okay, if I choose lust, I'm going to have those consequences, and no, I don't want those consequences, so I decide not to go with lust. Withdraw, pull back, change the scenario. So this video is really, is to bring our awareness to that truth within lust and to make us more conscious. Okay, so I hope this has been of some help. Stay tuned to my channel, because I'm going to be posting many more videos on the same topic. Okay, thanks.